This is my final game of round 3 in the Shores of Tripoli tournament. I'm playing as the U.S. Stick around and see what happens here on Legendary Tactics.
So what happened here?
Well, we had some I'll call it misunderstandings with the interface. That
I see.
We'll see later in the game. But so that was one little maybe glitch that came up in the game. Whether it was critical or not, well, I guess we'll wait and see. But
I remember chatting with you about it, and I didn't think it was necessarily game changing. But let's take a look and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see how the game unfolded. So we here's the cards they started out with.
Okay.
2 naval movements, show of force, Constantinople.
Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, it's fine.
It's not terrible. I got some good movement cards.
Yeah.
I can and I'll be using getting the Swedes out there quick. So let's just see what happened here. So start right with the naval movement.
Yes.
So I brought 2 to Tripoli and I brought 1 to the harbor of Gibraltar there.
Yeah, that's a fun variant that I like. I don't know if
I
it's
noticed
actually
you doing it
effective,
a few times, so I thought, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, it's kind of risky because you do take a frigate out of play. I mean, it does potentially block Gibraltar, but you still have to roll 6 for hit. So I don't know if it's the best play, but I kind of like it as a variant.
He dropped in 2 Corsairs into Tripoli.
Yeah, that's a good card for Tripoli off the top. So that's good.
Brought in the Swedes right away here.
Good. I like that.
Philadelphia runs aground.
He
got one of my frigates. So yep, there goes one.
See, that's something that I'm changing now. I don't play the Philadelphia runs aground unless I have Uncharted Waters in hand. It's just
to be
too
safe,
valuable. It's just too valuable. Like that roll could have been a 1 or 2 and nothing happens and waste. Of a great event. So
very true.
That's
so I decided I remember you were saying your strategy about building gunboats. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get the gunboats going here. So I got one going in Malta. He's going to pirate raid. I didn't get any of his ships. Unfortunate. And he just got 1, so it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean it's.
So I thought, you know what, I'm going to keep rolling down. I'm going to build another gunboat.
Okay.
And I intercepted no Corsairs. He got another gold.
Oh, jeez, what's up with your rolling?
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
It's kind of been the story of my tournament.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I like.
Let's take a look here now.
Yeah. See, there's the Daring Stephen Decatur. So again, I like pairing that with the Burn the Philadelphia.
Right.
Because that event is just too valuable to waste. Launch the Intrepid is also good with Stephen Decatur, but less.
You got to kind of wait. I was holding on this one to wait for the frigate to pop up.
Yeah,
though.
Exactly.
I'm not playing it without the frigate. So.
But actually, because Tripoli played. The Philadelphia card, didn't they, just earlier?
Yes, they did, yeah.
So the only other time they're going to get a frigate is when you move into
I take
Dern.
Yeah.
So
he played early deployment.
Yeah.
Or I played early deployment, brought in a new ship from the following year.
I like early deployment here. That's good.
So I finally got one of his Corsairs.
Yeah.
You got 2 more gold, though.
2 points. Jeez, pirate raiding you to death.
And he used a merchant ship converted to get another Corsair.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to do about
this.
that.
I believe this was the mistake. So I originally thought I'm going into Tripoli.
So you did naval movement, right?
Yeah, and I brought 2 to Tripoli, and then I tried to pull them back out, and they would not go out. They were stuck there. And then I couldn't even bring any more of them in because I thought, well, if I got to bring in 2, and then it totally froze on me basically, and it said nope.
Could you do undo?
I tried undo, but it kind of was grayed out for me, and I don't know if I had already hit accept or something. But anyway, this was kind of one of my fatal flaws.
Well,
of the game.
But again, I mean, the challenge is if you had sent in 4 frigates into that battle.
Yeah.
Yes, you may have gotten some more. Let's say you got one more hit than you actually ended up with here, and I don't know how many hits you ended up getting.
Well,
but then all of your ships retreat to Malta.
Except for the Swedes. The Swedes would still be there. So I did score 2 hits.
Yeah. So even if you got 3 hits,
yeah.
I mean,
he'd be down to 3 boats.
Yeah.
And I have my 2 Swedes, so I wasn't. But he did have the Gibraltar option though. So.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here. So I decided I'm going to knock out a gunboat and take 2 hits on the frigates for the next year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was necessarily the best move.
No, definitely not. And
But
that's why I had hoped to undo it and put them just in the harbor.
but I like the fact that you still have 2 U.S. frigates in the harbor there of Tripoli. To be honest,
Okay.
so he
Yeah, that's
gets
true.
more
At least I
Corsairs.
did have some. I did have some backup. So
Because
there's
you
a
don't
silver
have
lining.
another naval movement to put them back into the Tripoli patrol zone, so you could have
No.
only discarded a card and moved 2, and then discarded a card and moved 2. So I don't
Right.
know if that move was game breaking, actually, to be honest. But
Okay. Okay. It at the time felt very disheartening because
Yeah.
it's not what I wanted to accomplish. But
yeah, no, I hear you, but I think it may have left you very weak because, again, if the interface had gone through and you'd put all your ships into Tripoli, and maybe you sunk one extra one, so then he plays Murad
he
Murad
just played
Reyes
Murad
breaks
Reyes,
out,
yep.
so he gets 2 back. Now you've only got 2 Swedish frigates there, and it's going to take you 2 more turns to get those
Yeah.
frigates back into the harbor.
So I went with a gunboat,
yeah.
and then he went with the pirate raid option.
Yeah.
I intercepted no Corsairs.
Oh, see that? I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah. And he
And
got 3.
3
That's-
gold out of it.
jeez.
Yeah. So I built another gunboat because I'm preparing.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a lot of options here with the cards in hand. Like, he doesn't have any allies out.
Yes, that's
So
true.
the first 2 cards are gone. Launch the Intrepid. He doesn't have the frigate out, and this is going so.
Yeah,
my
you
cards
could have
were-
taken out some Corsairs. Like, I mean, again, it's not my favorite move, but you could have played Launch the Intrepid and then the Daring Stephen Decatur to maybe take out a couple Corsairs. But
That's true, but that's such a waste. It feels.
I know it's not my favorite. But
So I did finally intercept a couple Corsairs.
Yeah, that's
when
good.
he tried to raid on me. So there was the first little
but
bit.
how
of
many merchant ships did he get?
2 more.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah, so
you're
we're down to
really
3
behind
here.
the
We
eight
are
ball.
we are up against it. And I mean,
Yeah.
the Swedish card out there, right? So
Yeah, the Swedes are probably going home this turn, right? So
yeah, they could be. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's what I
so
would
this
do
is
if I was
the new
Tripoli.
round here, and I was really hoping for Constantinople, but I realized I'd already discarded it. So
yeah, well, even Bainbridge could have brought it back. So
and nothing. So,
yeah, and Congress authorizes action. I mean, that card is so powerful in 1801, and it's so disappointing when you get it in 1803. I mean, it's better than
Yeah.
never, but
Yeah,
I mean,
and especially in this current climate, like I had no time to waste. I had a lot of protection going on here, with only 3 coins to spare.
yes,
And really, this was it. It's the tribute paid. It almost becomes an
I'd almost
unplayable
discard
card.
that. It's almost unplayable at this point.
Yeah. So
Yeah, show
he
of force is
did.
your only
He
option.
did. Yeah. So yes, I decided to go with bringing over the boats
yep.
to Tripoli.
Yes, absolutely. You got to lock that down.
And then he brought out his first ally in Tangier.
Yes, you could see that.
So I
happening.
had to go with the
Yeah.
show of force,
You're pretty much at this point your hand is.
because
Kind of-
otherwise he's going to play Yusef and win anyway. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
I
we could just
actually
shut that
debated
down.
here, and I was curious what your thought was. Is if I had the turn to do it, should I have gone all in on Tripoli and just gone with all the frigates? Because
Yeah, that may have been a good move with naval movement in that case. Yeah, I could see that.
so he
does
here
a
decided
pirate
to
raid, yeah.
pirate raid. I
Well,
took out
given
2 of his
given your luck
Corsairs.
on interceptions, it's not a bad move. But
Yeah,
you got
so
2
look,
of them,
look
though.
at this though. He's got 2 Corsairs.
Yeah,
He plays Happy Hunting, gets 3 dice,
yeah.
and he rolls 655
Oh, jeez.
to win it. So
No, he got 655. So he got
yeah,
4.
655. He got 3
Yeah.
golds.
I feel that there was that one move may have held you back.
I believe that his rolling was like horseshoes.
Yes, I think that was more a factor than anything else. I
Yeah.
guess, but that one move there, if you'd had the time to go all in on Tripoli with 3 gunboats, that's actually a pretty good move overall. Because you could hopefully wipe out the fleet of Corsairs and just
Right.
crush
Now, I would have had to wait till, 1805 to actually take Tripoli?
Yeah, but you can always just sail in there and you can do, naval bombardment. You can have a naval battle and just keep the number of corsairs down.
Right.
But
and that's what I had thought, but he gave me no time, and then he got totally because I thought, okay, he's only got 2 corsairs. The best he can do is 2, and then he played happy hunting. And
yeah, there's definitely some lucky rolling there, but I think it was a combination of things. I think
plus my cards didn't really line up the way I'd hoped.
No,
that was another. So there was just a series of unfortunate events, kind of in the situation in this game. I think.
But if you'd gone all in on that battle, I think you would have left Tripoli relatively unprotected, and it would have taken a lot of time to get back.
Okay, so you don't think that was a game
disaster.
changer?
No, I don't think so. I think his luck was a game changer.
Okay, yeah.
Matt Kay did.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? Sometimes that's what it takes to.
But again, Congress authorizes action is one of those cards. If it comes out in 1801, you have the use of 2 extra frigates for, for 8 turns. But if you're, if you get it in 1803, you didn't even get those extra frigates on the board. So
yeah, exactly. Now, question for you though: was there anything besides obviously that Tripoli play? Was there anything glaring that I did wrong? I was trying to actually kind of break the game down. I thought, well, I don't think I kind of focused heavy on gunboats. Maybe that was a misplay.
Yeah, perhaps maybe a suggestion, and maybe that if you had gone in with and attacked with because the gunboats are more than just an extra roll of the die. They actually protect your frigates.
Right.
And so if you did something like in the winter, you go in and you invade. So let's say winter, I can't remember the situation, winter 1801, 1802, but maybe you go in and you crush the corsairs in Tripoli with a couple of gunboats for protection and see how many of those corsairs you can take out. Possibly, but no, I mean, it was almost the game was almost too short to really. Again, because of a lot of
and I didn't
rolling.
because I was just thinking in the spring I discarded to move 2 frigates. I didn't have naval move. Oh, I did have naval movement, so I could have maybe in the spring of this year I just in 03, I could have gone all in there.
Yeah.
And then maybe where I could have turned the top. I mean, it had to happen where it was going to be, all or nothing.
Yeah, but I've found in recent games that I quite enjoy going all in on a big battle, early battle in Tripoli with gunboats, and if you can sink some corsairs, you can set back the Tripolitan player a fair bit before the game even really gets going, and then Tripoli has to spend all these cards and everything to rebuild their corsair fleet. Right, and it also neuters Yusuf Karamanli a lot as well when
true. They're just not the corsairs in the ports to actually raid. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's frustrating because again, I think the rolls were definitely. If you look at every pirate raid except for the first one, got 2 or 3.
2 or 3, yeah, that's right.
So,
and that's pretty good odds he's getting.
And you weren't sinking any of them. So
no.
Yeah, so I think that luck definitely played a big part in this one.
Now, that being said, you know what? I really am enjoying this game, though, and this tournament has been a ton of fun.
Yes, it has been great.
I find actually the tension really does build as I'm playing, even though it's play by email kind of system. It's really really great. Really like it.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those of you who watched through to the end here, we want to thank you, and please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe down below.
This has been Legendary Tactics.